Hey, so as you guys know, the 4th episode of Nijigasaki High School Auto Club just aired, and of course this one's going to be focusing on Miyashita. So of course, as normal, I have the link to the poll in the description below, the same poll as every single time. It's just after the 4th episode. So if you have watched the 4th episode, I highly recommend voting it and seeing how these girls have shifted in your opinions after the episode. Of course, this is going to be available only after the episode has aired. So of course, eventually I'll do this for the 5th and 6th episode, but I'm just curious to see how this episode has changed your opinion. So as a normal, you're going to get a free Miyashita if you go and play Level School Out Festival All Stars, which of course is going to be this card right here. So if you already have it, you'll just get a limit break. So go ahead and log in. You have about 6 or so days to get this, I guess a week from now, to be able to collect this ultra rare for free. This of course comes with all the stuff you need to upgrade the card, so just check your box and watch that episode and you'll have it. And of course on top of that, her song will be available in the game in 2D, so once we get to that, you should know what it is. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the episode itself. So we start off with Dive, which is the Setsuna song that was playing last time. And we see Ai and Rina are very encapsulated by this performance and very inspired, just like almost everyone else. So they decided, you know what, we should join the School Out Club. And I guess that's pretty easy, no big discussion, or just let's join. So then we actually go and see this club for first time, kind of almost starting to clean up and working on the place. And then following that, they decided that they are going to officially restart the club. But then I and Nina decide, hey, we should join. So they end up finding them. And then they're like, we want to join because, you know, Setsuna's performance is so amazing. As you know, that's how basically this whole club restarted, because of Ayumu was so encapsulated, as well as you. So they want to end up joining the club. And then I was like, okay, so now that I joined the club, what do you guys do? And they're like, I don't know. Okay, so you guys were literally in the old iteration of this club where you did things, activities, and you're telling me you don't remember what you did? I just find that a little odd that you don't know what to do in a club, even though most of these members were already in the club before. So, okay, sure. So then they decide what they want to actually do as a club. So everyone has their own different opinions here, which kind of almost contradicts against each other. So for example, Kasumi, she's like, I want to do a national tour, which is pretty ambitious, but yes, big idol groups tend to do that. And we have Emma who says, let's just hold hands and dance in a giant circle. I guess you can do that. And that's kind of more of her personality coming out. And then we have Shizuku saying skits because, you know, she loves the theater. And then we have contests like naps. Yeah, so you get to really see their kind of personalities just really come out here. And then Setsuna's like, everything's gotta be on fire and explode, which that's very much Setsuna's personality, which, you know, I kind of like. And then I was like, well, everyone's so different here. Like, Ayumi wants cute stuff, and then Setsu wants the opposite of that. So exactly how are we gonna really work this together? But I just says she wants to do stuff that's fun. But first things first, they have to do training, which, of course, if they don't train, they're gonna be out of shape, and they won't be able to do a lot of good live performances because they don't have the stamina and flexibility to do certain things. So we have Kanata and Rina trying to do their stretches, which they're not flexible, probably as flexible as me. And then we have Ai's like, you know, I can do splits. Ai's just naturally flexible, and she's so flexible and good at so many things that she's able to help these girls be able to stretch further. Which, yeah, I mean, breathing out is actual strategy to help you stretch a little bit further. So, you know, I get the point. But anyways, what we have then is Kanata's like, whoa, this girl is very good and be able to help a lot of people out at certain sports. And Ai is very talented. And Kanata goes and asks Karen, why aren't you in the club? So she's currently the only one that of the first 9, or I guess 10, to not be in the group. But she states, I'm not here because I want to be part of the idol club. I'm just here because I want Emma to make sure she's happy. And, you know, they are roommates. So obviously everyone's suspicious about her true intentions here and whether she wants to join or not. Of course, she does do modeling, so maybe she has some other things to do. But I think it's time to put our detective cats just like Karen here.
そんなわけないでしょ。私はエマの悲しむ顔が見たくなかっただけよ。否定しないのね。何よ。ありがとう。別にいいわよ。
So we'll have to see if she ends up joining later or not, but for right now they go back and Kasumi starts asking them questions what does it mean to be an idol? And everyone has their own answers, but Kasu's like, well, that's fine. Everyone has their own answers, and there was no correct answer to that. And then even I's like, well, I don't even know. And she's like, that's fine as well, but you just figure out what it means to be to you. There is no solid answer to what it means to be an idol. You need to just be able to make the fans happy. Following that, we end up getting to a recording session where we had Ayumi just singing, and then I goes and talks to Setsu and calls her Setsu. She hands a nickname, so we have Yu for you, and then we have Ayuban for Ayumu, and we end up seeing that they're still sticking to that little bunny trend with Ayumu, so I think it's kind of fun. And then we end up getting a scene where we see Rino end up seeing Setsuno, who gets really excited about anime. And you know, this is part of the reason why I like her so much, is that she's really passionate, she goes really crazy about it. And of course, here's just another scene that you should take out of context, because we end up getting a lot of those in this anime. So we get to see this fun side of Setsuna here, but we also get to see that, you know, she says that she's normally not allowed to watch anime because she has very strict parents. So we get to see how that affects her development in later in the anime, because that definitely does inhibit her ability to really express herself as an idol. After all the activities, we end up getting to see Rino and I saying they really did enjoy being a part of the school idol club, so you know they're not going to leave. And we also get to see this side of Rino where she says, I'm not very able to express how she feels, so we'll have to see how that it changes her, which we have a good idea, especially because where is her mask and all, so we can really imagine how that's going to build into her episode when that comes, and where she learns to express herself better, be able to hide behind her board. So of course that's not going to happen now, but we can expect that to happen in her episode. So I end up saying, you know, I'm really enjoying this and I can't wait to sing songs together and see what they can put on. But this is also where we learn that they are going to talk about being solo idols. So this, you know, is a big aspect of Nijigasaki, is that they're all going to be solo idols, so they need to be able to be unique and express their own individualities in their songs and performances. I was really kind of shocked by this, and as we know, she is a very smart girl, as you can see from here, and she's also very talented in sports. But as she says, those have rules, and I just am good at being able to express myself in the matter where I have to follow these guidelines. But when it's free form, I don't know, and it's like I'm not sure what kind of personality I should have, how I should express myself as an idol. They end up saying they should plan up to meet together and do a run, and I wakes up 2 hours early and decides, you know what, I'm gonna go out for a run and try to find myself here. Throughout the run, they give you kind of a montage of a bunch of places around the area, and then she ends up getting to the Nichi Bridge, where she finds Emma, who also happens to wake up a bit early on her run. So they end up discussing how they feel about stuff, and then Emma ends up, I guess, cracking a pun unintentionally, and I goes crazy and is like, oh man, that's really funny, as we know I loves puns. Emma's ended up being really confused by this, but I just loves puns, good or bad, so she is really happy to see Emma crack some jokes here. While this is going on, we have all the other girls meeting up, and we have Setsuna finding Kanata just sleeping in the middle of somewhere. I get really encouraged being with Emma and discussing all this out, and she learns what is important to her is to be able to have fun when other people are having fun. She loves when other people are having fun. That's why she likes to crack a lot of puns. So she ends up sprinting to the park, where she gets ready to perform her new solo song, Saikou Hato, or Psycho Heart. Using the word psycho is probably not the best word to understand what it means. It probably means something more like awesome or wonderful, or like the best in something. So it's an expression of her fun-loving self. So we have another song that's very keen to her fun-loving personality, and we get to see all her outfits once again through all these cards in All-Stars, which again, I'm always going to show because I just find it really nice to be able to see all the outfits come alive once again. And it's just really a nice song to listen to for I. And of course, probably one of my favorite outfits that they were going to include in here, which is this one, which comes from this art, which is just so nice. And I love the fact that she kind of cropped the picture just as, so it says her name, I think that was just a really fun thing to have in this video. But overall, it's really fun. In fact, if you look at kind of her belt, literally says I. So I think that's also a nice touch overall for this song. After the live performance that she has in here, where all the other girls were able to watch, she just realizes she's not alone even if she is a solo idol. And then Yu's like, her performance is amazing. I want to see everybody's performance, which of course, hopefully we'll all be able to eventually see what these girls do with their new songs. But following this breakthrough for Ai, we end up getting to see who Ai truly is, and that is her puns, and she starts becoming really punny, and we have Yu who just loves her puns. So overall, we get to see the true Ai now, where she gets to express herself by doing a bunch of jokes, and in the end, we get to see Emma who looks up in the distance. So this is going to confirm that the next episode is going to be about Emma Verde, especially if you look at the title, it's in green, that's Emma's color. So as we can expect, we'll see Emma's kind of the problems that she has to deal with and seeing how she could bring something to the group, and we'll have to see how we get to see her be able to change herself in a way that will help improve the club. I know this is going to be really important, especially for Emma fans, because Emma definitely does struggle in the polls, and sometimes it's hard to have her shine because many people just think, oh, she's just that nice girl in the background. So it will be really interesting to see how the next episode is able to evolve people's opinions on her, especially, are we going to see a little bit of her homeland? Are we going to see something at Switzerland or her, 8 younger siblings or so? So it will be interesting to see that, and especially how this might play into Cotton, because she is a roommate with Cotton, and see if her ability might affect Cotton being able to want to join, because of course she's still not in the club. And then of course we get to eventually figure out what her song is. I'm very curious to see what that would be. It's going to be very nature-like, pretty much like her, especially her first 2 ones. But then we got, I don't know, Uta, which I guess you could say it's a little bit more kind of that traditional style, but it was very vocal heavy, and it's a very powerful song, and I know a lot of people like that, so we'll have to see where that ranks in the end. So that more or less concludes the 4th episode for this anime, which of course was very much focused on Ai. So let me know what you think about this in the comments below, and how did your opinions change about Ai. So we'll start seeing more of her true self that we know of, the fun-loving Ai who loves to crack puns and jokes as much as she can, and she'll laugh at them good or bad. And we'll see that Yu is going to really play into that, because she is very childish and she loves jokes as well. So we're going to see more of that kind of style of Ai that many of us are very well aware of. So let me know, which side of Ai do you really like to see? What do you think of the song? And overall, just this episode overall, what do you think was your favorite part of it? And how do you feel about this evolution of I suppose? And what do you think about what's going to happen in the next episode as well, where we know it's going to be about Emma? Of course, we will still have to get episodes about the other girls, and we did get to see a good amount more about these girls, so that's nice to see, as these girls are already all kind of in a group already, and they're ready to start to interact. So we get to really see a good look at kind of like Arena and Shizuku a bit more. So we still need to see more development with them, of course, and they'll eventually get their own episode. So let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Every girl should get an episode. There are 9 songs that are planned, and they revealed that a while ago, and we got through the first 3. So now we're through the second 3, which will be in the second album, which we, of course, is now going to have I, and then Emma, and then someone else, which comes out in December, I believe. So let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments below, and go ahead and vote in the poll if you are feeling ever so inclined to, because I would love to see how your opinions have shifted over time through the episodes, especially with this episode, to see how this affects I, and does she get first place after this poll, or more people not convinced enough? Let me know all about this in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to catch you guys in another video soon.